Tuesday training time. Oh, I don't know about you guys, but hot tea is just one of the most relaxing things for me in my life. Okay. So excited. This week, our focus is all about spring and summer, trying new things, and just a couple compliance reminders. So we're not going to go too deep into compliance, but I just wanted to touch on a couple points that I know a handful of you have had some questions on. So I wanted to just kind of put it out there, because usually if I'm getting the same question a handful of times, that means that it's probably a question that more people have and they just haven't reached out to ask. So why not just go ahead and get it out of the way? All right, so spring and summer. You guys know I am not counting out this final week of January. So if you caught yesterday's live at all, you know that I am truly pushing all the way through for the last end of January. So I'm so focused on all of that. But when we are working our businesses, when we sit back and we put our business hat on, right? Like, I am a business owner of my Scentsy business, right? So I'm the owner. I'm the one who decides when I work, how I work, what I work on, how long I do it for, right? All the things, because this is my business. I have that ability. That also means that I'm the only one who is going to say, hey, get up and go work, Jacqui, right? Otherwise, I'd be sitting in there in the living room, probably binge watching something on Netflix, right? Doing all the things and, you know, just chilling, maxed and relaxing. But I have a business that I am working on and I am building. And so therefore, I need to make sure that I am putting the time into my business. Gosh, it makes me happy. I love tea. Okay. So being able to have that freedom and the ability to do that is pretty darn awesome. We have to make sure that we are being intentional with our time. Now, you guys know that I am a pretty big planner. If you know anything about me at all, I love planning. And I am especially the type of planner that does time blocks. So I block out time throughout the day to work on different projects. That's just how it works best for me and how I function at my best working on my business. There are a lot of different ways to organize your day. And I will tell you that when I worked my full-time job and then I would come home and work my Scentsy and then do, you know, mom and wife stuff and all the things around the house, I really had to look at my business differently, because there were some nights where I may only have had like 30 minutes to get any of those follow-ups done, or maybe I had an extra hour after dinner. Maybe it was a quick dinner we ordered out, and therefore I got like a whole hour before I cleaned the house and did all the things for the next day to sit down and work my business, so I could sit down and make samples or label catalogs and things like that, right? So I was always very intentional with the time that I had to work my business. The same thing now applies, even though my business looks completely different, right? My business is my hours. You guys know I'm a night owl. I like staying up late, though I am working on trying to get to sleep sooner. So I'm not trying to stay up super late as I usually do, but it's a work in progress. I am a work in progress. And I really focus my key working hours on the things that I want to get to or that are the most important for my business. So those are usually what we like to call IPAs, income producing activities. So those income producing activities are follow-ups. Those are conversations with my customers. Those are working with my team members. Those are maybe sometimes getting samples together, recording videos, going live, sharing the new products. Those are all IPAs. And being able to kind of theme each day gives me a lot, or it gives me a better feeling on my business to know what to focus on. And as we come into this new catalog season, starting February 1st, I really want to encourage you guys to maybe take a second look at your business to see what is performing for you and what is maybe falling through the cracks, right? What are the things that maybe you're not getting to that you're like, oh, I really need to do more samples and get those out, or I need to have more conversations with my customers. Whatever that might be, I want you to really focus in and take a really good, hard look at you and your business and how you're spending your time. Being able to kind of do this with the start of a new catalog, I like to do this at the start of a new catalog. Let me rephrase that. Because it's like a fresh start for me. I feel like I can kind of do away with a lot of the bad habits that maybe I've found myself doing. We all have bad habits, right? I can tend to get distracted when I'm working my business, right? Specifically meaning if I am working on something on the computer, maybe I'm running reports or what have you, right? And I also have Facebook up, and maybe I also have my email up. And I'm a creature of habit. I have just always done this, which is why I have to be very intentional when I'm doing it. But when I have those things up, if I see that a notification comes in and I have the window open, I'm not gonna lie, it's a trigger for me to just automatically go over there real quick. And a lot of times I will stop myself. I'll go over and maybe I'll read the notification or the message or the email when it pops up, and I'll be like, oh, okay, I should, oh yeah, oh. And then I start to squirrel and get off on that topic rather than finishing what I'm working on, right? So sometimes I will catch myself in the middle of it and I'll start to do it, and maybe I'll even start to respond, and I'll be like, no, Jacqui, bad Jacqui, go back to what you were doing, and refocus myself. But that is why I recognize that, and I recognize it's something I do. So what do I have to do to make sure that I am focused on the task at hand? I don't open up those other tabs. So I won't keep my email open, or I won't keep Facebook up, or whatever it is in the background, right, that might give me a notification. All of that I will put away. And specifically when I am at the computer, I mean, I have my phone right now. I'm recording on it. But normally my phone is like face down over here off to the side on my desk. Now, I'm all Mac, so everything still syncs all together. But for me, it's just another reason for putting it out of my own reach, so I'm not tempted to pick it up and squirrel off into whatever notification might pop up over there. It's a big thing for me. And so if you guys are anything like me, then maybe that is a change that you can do in your business when you're working your business, to make sure that you are staying intentional in what you are trying to get accomplished each time you sit down to work. So in the spring and summer, we are going to work on new things. We're going to try and develop better habits. So maybe some of those things are things that you can work on. Maybe you're like me. Maybe none of that applies to you, okay? And maybe you are really, really dedicated and you are a lot better at tuning everything else out. If that's you, that is awesome. You are already ahead of me. But I will tell you that one of the tricks that I do in order to keep myself focused on a specific task or whatever it is that I'm doing, if, like I said, running reports or what have you, and I'm like, no, I got to focus on this and finish this. I'll even go get my AirPods and I will put them in and I will turn the noise cancellation on and I will sit there and I will just listen to the music and I will do my thing. I won't look at my phone. I won't open up any other windows. It will just be whatever I'm working on at that moment. And that is it. And that's kind of how I put my blinders on, so to speak, in my business and really focus in. Because let me tell you, even if you only have 20 minutes to get something done, Maybe that's doing some recognition. Maybe that's doing your follow-ups, right? You've only got 20 minutes and you may be thinking, oh gosh, 20 minutes, I probably won't get anything done today. You know what? You can do a hell of a lot more if you are intentional and focused and stay on task rather than having the option to get squirreled away, right? So you can do so much. You can accomplish so much more than you even think that you can. And I know this is true because I've done it, like I said, over the years, specifically when I worked outside of the house. And so those were good lessons for me. And even still, I still find myself having to go back and remind myself of those habits. So I want you to look at your habits for the new spring and summer catalog. I want you to start off fresh. And maybe that's going to take an extra 10, 20 minutes of you just sitting down with a blank piece of paper and brainstorm. And draw a column, right? Draw a line down the middle of your paper. And I want you to write things that I'm doing well at, things that I can improve at. And really look and be completely honest with yourself. You don't share them with me. You don't share them with anybody else. It's you against you, right? So you sit down and look at that list and you need to determine what is working well, what is something you can improve on. Where are you falling short in your business? Is it sales? Is it sponsoring? Is it follow-ups? Is it sending out samples or doing samples and passing them out when you go out and run your errands? These are the things that you really need to be looking at because those are the IPA things that are going to help you move the needle in your business. Get you to that next promotion. Help you to grow a stronger business going into 2022. So really look at that list. Take some time this week to do that. Like I said, not for me, not for your sponsor, not for your director, not for anybody else, but for yourself. Why? Because you are important. You are worthy of everything that you want for your business. And whether or not you believe you can or you can't do it, you can or you can't promote, you can or you can't get to that $2,000 month, then you're right. But if you really look at your business, put that business hat on and really be honest and say, what am I good at? Where can I improve? Then that where can I improve focus, those are the things that you then need to make an action plan for. So if that's sponsoring, then that means you need to be having more conversations. I will tell you also that booking more parties may or may not sound like a sponsoring activity, but it is. Because when you are having parties, you are meeting new people, right? Because the host or the person that's doing the party for you, they've got people that they know that you've never met. So you're now in front of new people. You are opening up the door to reaching more people. And we have to be opening that door at all times. You guys, this is my 10th year, and I will tell you, I am continuously opening the door to new people in my business. Do you think that I am selling to the same people today that I was selling to 10 years ago when I clicked join? No. I may have 3 or 4 customers because they've been friends, right? There were people that I knew before I started Scentsy that maybe have stuck around with me. But my business and the people that I work with now look completely different from the people that I worked with when I first started. And that's how it works in business, right? You are constantly meeting new people. You have to be constantly meeting new people. Now, another great way to do that, right, is social media. So you need to be consistent on social media. You guys, you've got to be consistent. You have to be showing up. I don't care if you feel like you sound like a broken record. You have to be showing up. Remember, we talked about this a little bit yesterday. The algorithm, right? You are not going to show up in everybody's timeline every single day. You're just not. It's not the way the algorithm works. So you have to make sure that, yes, you are talking about different things in your business all the time, consistently. 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 It's a big difference. It makes a big difference in your business. So when we talk about spring and summer, it is that new catalog. It is going to be our fresh start. We're going to give ourselves new habits. We're going to teach ourselves new ways to focus in on our business. We're going to work with our current team members. And I want you guys to really focus on networking with other consultants. I will tell you right here and right now that a lot of people that I have met over the course of my Scentsy journey, I have met a lot of people who really kind of work on their own, right? They either, this is their side income or side hustle, or this is their full-time job, whatever it looks like. But they will say, yeah, I watch trading videos, or yes, I do the things in the Facebook groups, but they aren't really networking with other consultants. They are truly just doing the work on their own. And while that can be a great thing, maybe you work really well on your own, and that's awesome. However, I will tell you right here and right now, you are going to learn so much more. You are going to stretch yourself so much more. You are going to push outside of your comfort zone that much more if you are networking with other consultants. That doesn't mean you've got to be BFFs with everybody that you meet. That doesn't mean that you've got to go out there and start friend requesting every single Scentsy consultant that you can find. What that means is you need to be finding the people who are like-minded, who want the same things out of this business that you do, who are hungry for it, and who are interested in learning more and more and more about their business. And those are the people that you need to reach out to. So if you're not friends, if you don't have a connection, make that connection. Because let me tell you right now, the sooner that you find people to connect with and talk to about your business and brainstorm with, and maybe you guys decide, hey, once a week, let's create our own little Facebook group, right? And then you can all go live, or you can go into a little breakout room on Facebook, right? And you can brainstorm together. Or if you use a Zoom link, right? Even on a free account with Zoom, you've got 40 minutes that you can use. And invite them once a week to come together and chat. Work on different things with them. Ask them how they're doing their business. Ask them, how are you doing samples this month? Ask them, how are you getting the word out about the new catalog, right? You need to be networking with other consultants. It's going to make your business that much better, because here's the thing. While we can grow all on our own and pour from our own cup and invest in ourselves and in our own ways, right, to be better, I will tell you right here and right now that if you push yourself to make those connections with other consultants, it's going to make you a better consultant. Because you are going to learn that collaboration is going to take your business that much farther. Because it's going to make you try new things. It's going to make you listen to others' ideas. It's going to make you see that there are 25 more ways to do samples than maybe you've ever even thought of or looked at on YouTube. You are going to find new things to try. You're going to find new ways to market to your customers. You're going to find new ways to have sponsoring conversations, all by building connections with other consultants. So find those consultants. Take this opportunity with this new catalog to do all of these things. Now, when we also talk about the catalog, I want you guys to really think about expanding your knowledge of the products. Most of us are here, for one, because we want a business, right? Most of us are here, though, at the end of the day, because we fell in love with the products in some shape or form. Maybe you're a wax and warmers all the way type of person. Maybe you fell in love with the laundry line. Maybe it's the pet line. Maybe it's the pod systems. Maybe it's the licensed products. Whatever it is that is like your favorite product or your favorite thing, right? I will tell you again, yes, I am a huge Scentsy lover. I love Scentsy. I use Scentsy every single day in my home. I have always said that if I was not a consultant, I would be somebody's VIP customer because I truly just love the products. But here's the thing. We can get stuck in products. I'm going to break that out for you. So what that means is maybe you are the wax and warmer person. You just love the wax. You love the warmers. That's your jam. That's what you, if you're sitting down, maybe you've closed out a party and you're your own host and you're like, how should I use my host rewards? Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm going to need 3 more 6-packs of wax and, right? And what warmer can I get half price? This is awesome. I cannot wait. I want you guys to really look at expanding your love of the products. So, for example, like I said, if you are wax and warmer, okay, maybe you love the wax and warmers. Love this. Love this. Hello, Scentsy Club bricks are the best. All right, so I'm going to talk about Johnny Appleseed. I absolutely love. I heart Johnny Appleseed. I heart this so much. Okay, I love it. Here's the thing. Johnny Appleseed comes in a whole heck of a lot of different products, not just the wax. So I went through real quick and I found my Johnny Appleseed pods. Oh, guess what's going in my air purifier today? Yep, I'm going to change out my pods because hello, hi. I know I love this scent, right? So let me go ahead and use it in some pods. I am almost out of my current counter clean, which is winterberry apple tea right now. Not gonna lie, it's one of my favorites. And yes, I'm gonna have to stock up on at least a couple more because before it goes away on January 31st. But Johnny Appleseed and counter clean. Hello, people. Remember, I love this scent. I'm gonna tell you, I have used this quite frequently in counter clean, and I will say it's amazing. It makes the whole kitchen smell like a fresh picked apple. It's amazing. I mean, just fantastic. But here's just an example of how you can branch out in what you love in Scentsy. Your customers tend to do the same things that we do, right? They either fall in love with a particular wax or scent, and then what do? They continue to buy that one and that one and that one and that one, and that's awesome. We love that, right? That's the whole point. And then hopefully they're creating a Scentsy club, so they're putting it in there, so now they're getting a discount, and they're going to earn rewards, the whole thing, right? Awesome. Okay, we got that going. But here's where a lot of consultants end that cycle. They see that one of their customers is constantly ordering Johnny Appleseed. Maybe they see that they even created a Scentsy club, and yep, there's Johnny Appleseed in their Scentsy club. Awesome. We see that, oh, look, they're in the Scentsy club, right? They're unlocking those exclusive bricks. Look, they got the brick, just like me. We are best friends now. We are dropping the ball if we are not having conversations with those customers about the other products that scent comes in. You're selling your customer short. Because if they do love something in the wax, what I want you to do, and what I'm going to ask you guys to do, is take a catalog. Every catalog season, I have my catalog, right? It sits here at my desk along with my, you guessed it, my product training guide. These things go hand in hand. They sit right here on my desk. They do not leave unless I'm leaving. Okay. But I want you to do something for me. I want you to either page mark this, right? Maybe tear it out, put it up on a bulletin board, get it laminated, send it up to Staples and have it printed and laminated. I don't care what you need to do, right? But I want you to keep the fragrance grid handy. And what I'm going to ask you to do going forward when you are doing follow-ups with your customer, I want you to look and see in their order, what did they order? Is it all wax and warmers? Is it all just laundry stuff? What are they ordering? And what I'm going to tell you to do is that when you do your follow-ups with that customer, I want you to pull out your handy dandy guide, right? And I want you to go through, and let's take a look here at Johnny Appleseed, because that's what we're talking about. Go down to your Johnny Appleseed and you can see on the grid all the different products that Johnny Appleseed comes in. So I can see on this grid that it comes in the Scentsy bar. I need that, right? Room spray. Oh, hello, room spray, right? Okay. Scent circle. Duh. Have it in the car too, right? The car bar. And it also comes in Scentsy pods. It also, over here on the laundry, clean, and body, right? This is just like the regular scent products. But on our extended lines, this tells me that it comes in every single product we have on the clean line. And I know it's kind of hard to see that because of the light, but there it is right there. Okay, so it comes in the all-purpose concentrate, the bathroom cleaner, the counter clean, and the dish soap. I want you, when you're following up with your customers, to look to see what they're buying. And then when you follow up, of course, thank them for their order. And then when you're following up to say, how are you loving Johnny Appleseed? I mean, it's amazing. I know. But I wanted to ask you, have you ever thought about trying it in the counter clean and making your kitchen smell amazing? You need to help them branch out into other products. And this fragrance grid or scent grid, whatever you want to call it, this should be your Bible when you are following up with your customers. Because you, in your customer's eyes, and as a business owner, you are the fragrance expert, right? It is not up to our customers to know that Johnny Appleseed comes in all of these things. It's our job to make sure that they know that it comes in other products. Because if they love a scent, trust me, they're going to want to see it or try it in the other products. Let me tell you, if I didn't know that it came in a scent circle, you can bet your bottom dollar that if my consultant said, hey, Jacqui, I see you got the Johnny Appleseed brick in your Scentsy Club. That's awesome. Next time when you make your order, don't forget to add a 3-pack of scent circles and grab it in Johnny Appleseed. Trust me, in the car, it is fabulous. What? Well, heck yeah, that's what I'm ordering next time, right? This is what your customers need to hear from you. So you need to be helping them to branch out into other products for the scents that they already love. And so what are you doing? You are being a good steward. You are serving your customers by looking and listening to the things that they already love and sharing with them things that they probably will also love. That's our job. We sell things that smell good. And I want my customers to know that if they're falling in love with a scent, that it comes in other things. A lot of our products, you guys, the scents come in multiple products. So if you haven't yet been doing that in your follow-ups, I want you to start doing that. Start making that an every time practice in your business. It's going to make a difference. It's going to help your sales. It's going to help your customer service because your customers, trust me, they will. They will thank you that you are letting them know that it comes in different products. Does that mean suddenly they're going to buy everything in that product or in that scent? Maybe not. But I guarantee you next time they go to order, they're going to remember and they're going to be like, oh yeah, Jacqui told me it came in that counter clean in the scent circle. All right, I'm going to add one of those to my next order. It also will help you, this is another thing that I will pass on to you. When you are doing your follow-ups, and if you do happy mail, if you are sending out samples, if you happen to have some Johnny Appleseed counter, or dish soap is what I was going to say. If you have some dish soap on hand, wouldn't it be great to send them a sample of that when you send them a thank you? Or maybe they're already using it in all the clean line. Maybe they've never ordered it in the wax. Wouldn't it be great to send them a sample of the wax? Wouldn't that be something they would appreciate? Yeah, it would. So also think about that when you are thinking about saying thank you. Sending out your next set of samples. If you have a lot of customers that love a certain scent, grab it. And then use it to make samples. Those customers are going to love you for it. And they very well may find that they are going to start finding new products that they're falling in love with, all because you help them branch out with a new product. I'm telling you, it helps. All right, let me drop you a real quick compliance chat. And let's talk about the income disclosure, because I want to make sure that we all understand this. And I will say that it took me a while to actually truly really understand why we needed that and why it was so important. For one, it's because it is a DSA, a Direct Sales Association rule. It's an FTC guideline, okay? We have to do those things. It's not just a Scentsy rule. It is a government rule. We have to do it. We need to abide by that. We want to be good stewards for our business, right? Okay. Now, whenever you are talking about income, whether that is, I was able to pay my car payment. You can post these things on your social media, but what you have to do is include the income disclosure statement and the link to the income disclosure. That's all you have to do. Now, here's what I do to make it super easy for myself, is I actually have it saved in the notes section on my phone. And so because that syncs with my computer and my iPad and all things, sorry, Android people, I'm so sorry for your luck. But all of that syncs for me. So whether I'm on my iPad, whether I'm on the computer, whether I'm on my phone, all I have to do is open up the notes section, copy and paste that. Excuse me, still trying to get over this head cold thing. Paste that into whatever it is that I'm posting about. So whether it is being proud that I was able to make my car payment for this month, all I have to do is add that income disclosure statement. That keeps me within compliance with the government. Thank you, Uncle Sam. And also for my business. Makes me a good steward of my business. So that way I am free to talk about whatever I want to talk about when I'm on my social media. Just include the income disclosure statement. When in doubt, include it. If you're sitting there going, does this talk about income? I know I just said that I loved my business because I get to stay home with my kids, and that kind of implies that I'm making money, and that's why I can stay home. When in doubt, just add the income disclosure statement. I am the type of person where I would rather just have it there and not need it than to not have it there and have somebody call me out on it. God darn it. I thought about that and I thought I probably should, and then I talked myself out of it. And here's the other thing too. I don't want you guys to be scared, worried, frustrated, or what have you if you happen to get an email from compliance. Compliance is truly there to help us. They are there to help us, to keep us safe, to keep our businesses safe. And that is why they reach out to us. So if you get an email, all you need to do is read it, reply back to it, and if they've asked you to make any changes, that's it. That's it, you guys. There's nothing to be scared or nervous about. All you have to do is just do what they've asked you to do in the email, and that's it. And what happened? You learned something new, and now you're going to take that knowledge forward. And you're going to help your team members too if you happen to see them also making that same mistake where you can reach out and say, hey, guess I did the same thing. I'm just giving you a heads up. Just include the income disclosure statement next time. So I will drop that below in the chat so you guys have that. You can copy and paste it. Save it to your phone or your computer or your laptop or whatever it is, right? Whatever would make it easier for you, just save it. That way you've got it accessible at all times. So when you are in doubt, you can put it on your post. And you don't have to worry. You don't have to wonder. And you can take good working knowledge with your business. All right, that's what I've got for you guys this week. I hope some of these things have helped to get you into the mind of sitting down and really putting some time and energy and thought into your business, how you're going to do some follow-ups, how you're going to be working your business, what new things you're going to be focusing on, looking at your business with all of the eyes wide open going, where can I improve? What is going well? I want you to know that 2022 is our year. Claim it, own it. And then make the action to do it. Dreams are just dreams. Dreams become reality when you give them an action plan. So give them an action plan. Create your action plan and then do it consistently. We're going to kill it in 2022, y'all. I love you. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I cannot wait to see you guys next time. Bye.